More of the YouTube True Crime Tampa site, and I'm going over another case that I believe has poor investigation. This is actually New Englander, happened in 2000. I would say it's not too far off for me, probably an hour maybe. I would like to go and see what this place is, or just the outskirts of it, due to the fact that, hey, shut up, Ted, and, get a little idea, because Unsolved Mysteries didn't really establish that. But very interesting case. And of course, here we have a witness stating they saw two cars speeding off. You know, all the scenarios that you would think would spark something, but nope, not even a simple say so. How can I say it? Trying to get the words out, but whatever the case may be, because I'm trying to get the right words out. Now I got the stupid dog barking. I have my dog barking. I mean, the possibilities with this case is just unbelievable. And I doubt they're going to open it back up as a homicide or even a murder. They have this left, of course, as this guy just got up and walked away. You know, just got up and walked away because of his depression. So we have this Curtis Pishon. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Get to murder the poor guy's name when I think he's been murdered, but here he is. And I believe this was probably 1999, maybe even 98, because sometime before this job he went missing at. He was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and he started not being able to walk. I mean, he could get around, but he could not do the physical work as a police officer, and he couldn't even shoot a gun. And just to even think and imagine what happened to this guy that night, and my thoughts, theories, ideas say he was kidnapped and murdered. Of course, as soon as I let out the possibilities in this case. So anyways, after he was diagnosed with his problem, you know, he got depressed. He really, let himself down. And the only thing that could come along was a security guard job, and that kind of lightened up his life. But, as you see in this case, man, unbelievable. And I believe it was someone local, or someone knew somebody. But whatever the case may be, I think they definitely targeted him. And, took his, his disability at his advantage. Big time. So as he was on his shift one night, you know, and I don't, this is the insane part. Supposedly, the way Unsolved Mysteries says it, and the article says it, is that he was in a booth outside, one of them outside booths. And I guess he must have parked his car near the booth. And, of course, this guy was to me it seemed like a heavy smoker. Because they said in the Unsolved Mysteries in the article that guy wouldn't leave his cigarettes anywhere. Of course, I'm sure that was his way to cope with his, depression. Maybe picked up a bad habit, or if he did start at a young age, whatever. But he could never leave his cigarettes anywhere, I guess. He's always smoking. And that's what led to the firefighters, because, get this, as he's sitting in his booth, all of a sudden his car blew up in flames. He ran and got a fire extinguisher. He called 911. The fire department came. Now, in Unsolved Mysteries, of course, they said that he must have got careless, and they showed a little demonstration of it, that he could have, went to go put out a cigarette in the ashtray, the car ashtray, didn't put it out all the way, and it fell off into some clothing or something that was on his seat. Mind you, that this guy kept personal items in his car that were very prized possession, I believe it was his brother that did an interview. Yeah, because he said he missed his brother. I thought his father might have said something, but I don't know. Someone else was talking about him, I think a family member too. I'm a geese, Ted, and you're not getting the geese. Stupid dog. Gonna chase geese. Oh, brother. But anyways, the carelessness is what they went with on this case. And his depression. But what I think, and what was never said, these are my thoughts, theories, and idea, because in this article that I have right now up, I will put it in for full story, but it also says in this article that night they found a forklift and damaged vending machines. And that's where the two cars come in. But, no one took a look at them into that. And of course, nobody could get a great description of these cars. So there they went, speeding out damaged vending machines. And what I think happened, my thoughts, theories, idea in this case, I believe that these people, because they had two sedan cars, obviously, that person got that right, I think. And sedan cars can hold up to about 6 people. So I'm thinking maybe one lost his job there, which no one looked into, of like past people. No, they didn't even look into people that had a bad rep. Yes, it could have been some, people looking for drug money or booze money, whatever, bad addiction. But, none of that came up. No search for that. And when you got multiple sclerosis, who in their right mind is going to fend off? I want to say, honestly, I could say there might have been 5 people there, 4 people. 4 people to a guy that's crippled. But this guy, and I'm not going to try and put him down, but, to go into this line of field, he kind of did it to himself. And like I said, it's not to badmouth him or anything, but you got to realize, man, that when people do robberies, right, or bank heists, you're looking at a group of people going to split the money. These might have been some stupid individuals, though, because whatever they thought they were going to get out of the vending machines, unless that was a cover-up, because whatever they sold in this factory or made, who knows, maybe they knew about something inside that place that was worth good money. And, made it look like the vending machines they were robbing. But what I think happened also with the fire, and why I think that it was multiple people, of course, is because the simple fact that this guy probably had a blind side. And if nobody had the common sense, or even the common decency to think of this, and if they did, they did. I shut my mouth. I put my foot in my mouth for what I'm going to say. But it wasn't mentioned in the article, and like I said, they mentioned it as a person who just left and just, didn't want to live his life no more or something. But what I'm about to say, if this was never thought of, because 2 cars sped off, in my thoughts, theories, and ideas, there was more than one person. All right, and I keep repeating myself, so this will stick in your mind. You get an image. But for someone to not to say or even come up with this thought theory idea, because they were all about his depression and, you just had it tough because he was a cop and now he's just a plain old security guard. But yet, I think he had an uncle that bought him a gun, and he was trying to get into tobacco using a gun for this job, but that didn't help him either, because the gun was found at his house, and they thought the person, whoever hijacked him took the gun, or maybe got the gun off him, but you don't need that when you got a group of people on a multiple sclerosis person. Common sense. But if this was not thought of, and if it was, like I said, I'll stick my foot in my mouth, I'll shut up, and I'll take whatever, punishment I get from anybody that says, we already thought of that. But did anybody think that fire was started by, right, there's a group of people, one has to create a diversion. And what better way so you will not hear the forklift passion into a vending machine, let alone a door to the building. But they said all that was busted up was vending machines. But who knows if they somehow got in the building to take something out. Something very expensive. And, they needed to, the geese are coming back. What, are you guys lost? Can't you pick another route? You're interrupting me here. Jesus. Come on, Ted, we're not getting the geese. Oh, the audacity of these friggin' Canadians. Why don't they go back to Canada? No, you gotta come around here and fly in circles. Isn't that frickin' nice, Jesus. What am I gonna do to get a friggin' peace and quiet around? I leave the house, so I ain't got my kids yelling in the background. I'm out here, I got the dog barking and geese. Yeah, that's great. Oh, anyways. Sorry to keep you in suspense. That's what I like to do the best, keep you in suspense. But right, no decency to even think that fire was started and someone crept up on that car, threw something in to start the friggin' fire. Because they said this guy right here, as you look at him, had some important stuff in that and would have never been that careless to burn his stuff. And whether you're just a flat blat, blown out drunk, and yeah, them are the people that burn down houses when they're friggin' just, 2/3 of or 3/4 of a bottle of tequila or rum, then you're starting fires. But this guy had his head on his shoulders. I highly doubt he would have been that careless to drop a cigarette. My mother smoked up until almost her death. She did stop, but she smoked all of it, and that's what caught up with her. And what I'm trying to say is, she never missed an ashtray. Never missed. Because when that first cigarette went out, the next one was lit. Sometimes you had 5 all around the house. 2 in the bedroom, 3 in the table, 1 in the bathroom. And she made sure she smoked them all, and they were all put out. Sometimes there are good smokers out there that will, not be careless, especially if they got some important stuff around them. I don't think this guy was that, and even his brother said that. He wouldn't be that careless with cigarettes. And for him to leave his cigarettes behind, for him to leave his post and his job and his life and his family and just disappear. No. And that's what they got this labeled as. Honestly, I think it's ridiculous. Because once again, here's a poor investigation where a witness saw 2 vehicles. Just like the Moore Murray case. I saw this truck, I got a plate. They even got a partial plate number and they still can't find it. Or whatnot. They didn't get the number, but they knew it was from Massachusetts. And it's like they got all this info, and up and down the East Coast they should have been ripping, especially in Massachusetts. When vehicles are spotted, vehicles should goddamn be searched right when that person says it. Damn friggin' detective should be on the CB phone. Doesn't matter, walkie-talkie, whatever the f they carry around. I want an AP, I want a search on this car, ASP. And get it done. Not sit here and say, oh, well, they were just people probably just pulling out of there. You know what it was? Maybe they were people having an affair. Yeah, that's what it is. And he caught up with him and he sped off on him. And he was jealous because he wasn't having an affair or something. Yeah, that's what it was. Come on. It's ridiculous. In cases like this, man, in poor investigation, gonna accuse this guy of taking off on his own. And the guy couldn't walk long periods of time as it is, especially when you got multiple sclerosis. Are you people insane that did this? It's like, what the serious. I think someone was there. They got the diversion that they needed. They set that guy's car on fire, got the fire truck there, did whatever loud noising and banging they needed to do, waited until the fire truck left. He probably went to go do his rounds, and there he went. Stepped on people waiting to get out of there, waiting for it all cool down. That's right, because the diversion was to get whatever they're stealing and wait till it all cools down. And when it did, he happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. And I'll put money on it. Put money on it. More than one person there. All of them got up and ganged up on this guy, put him in a car, took what they were going to take, shot him, threw him out wherever. End of story. my thoughts, theories, ideas. These are not the facts. I did get a comment about that girl that went missing out in Hannibal, and I would like to make clear, if she does, I am going to write to her, because she's talking about how misleading I am. But what people don't understand, this channel is thoughts, theories, ideas, not misleading. I do not mislead nobody. I come up with other scenarios, and this woman is the type of person that sits there and only listen to one scenario, not come up with 10, 20, 30, how many more you need to solve a case. Because anybody that friggin' just goes on with what is said, just like in this case. Perfect example, the guy got up and left his job. He didn't have a real cop job, and he wanted to get out of sight. And that's what everybody believes. I think it's murder, and I think, right, whoever went in there that night got what they wanted, set that diversion, and got him too, because he walked up on him. Like I said, thoughts, theories, ideas. You just can't listen to one scenario, and it's ridiculous. And if you do that, like this girl, it's ridiculous. It's all a big joke. You should be ashamed of yourself. You have to do more details. You have to come up with more stuff. You got to think of anything you can think of. That's why I say, you know, it's like the bands. They're nothing without the fans. I'm nothing without the fans. I could come up with something. Another person can come up with something. Put two and two together, the idea comes up with another scenario. And that's how it should be. That's how it should work. Teamwork. There have been things that I've said that I've had people come on my channel and say that, like on the Maura Murray case, officers didn't come out with some kind of information, but I said it on my video. This person said I said it, and the police never released it. I don't know what it is. I will be contacting back that person to see if, and I came up with some other stuff that I could have thought of that I did not say that I should bring forth to this person. Or this could be some total whack job. You know, somebody that's just covering up for something. You never know. Wondering why I'm so into the case and how do I know so much. It's not because I know so much, it's because I come up with more ideas, thoughts, theories. Sometimes I got people that come up with good stuff better than mine. But when I know something, and when I put two and two together, and when I've seen a lot of stuff in my life, that's what I go by, that's what I think of. And I put ideas, thoughts, theories into the next story. It's not that I know something, folks. It's just I'm trying to solve something. And one more time, you cannot just do it with that one article that just says this, or that one piece of evidence the cop said. No, you just cannot be that way. Just because there's law enforcement, yeah, they're here to protect us. They're here to serve, protect the innocent. For many, many years I've said that, but now you know there's a lot of crookedness out there. So, which is the truth? Who can you trust? And what is being held? That's the question. And me, there's nobody questioning me. And there's nobody getting into my head. You don't like what I got to say? Don't listen. All I know is I'm coming up with other ideas, thoughts, theories. So, with that being said, in this case, just like I said, just like it says, this guy had a bad life and, you know, just got up and left. I don't think so. Either someone didn't like him, he maybe came cross paths with somebody, or somebody just wanted to rob, didn't think this guy was fast enough to catch him. Because, right, he's crippled. He's got a little deformity. Can't move fast. But he surprised them. Caught him. Now he's dead. So, once again, bad investigation in my eyes. Just like the last video. Just like the Hannibal video. Hannibal girl. In that one. I think bad investigation. Because things get hidden. There's dark things out there in the underground world that people really are not aware about, but it's coming out. It's coming out. And I'm always thinking and talking about it. Because I know it's there. I know it exists. It's just where it exists. And how to get there to catch it is the question. And if I'm sparking little sparks of fire on people, and that's why I'm getting my comments on my video like I am. How do you know this? How do you know that? You better stop doing this. You better stop saying that. Then I know I'm pushing the right button. And I know I'm coming up with something that was said but not released. It's all there, folks. You just got to keep coming up with more thoughts, theories, and ideas. Be safe. Take care. Always beware. Because there's always unsolved mysteries like this, boy. And it's really creepy out there to really think that if you're not on your game and if you're not street smart, sucks to say you're going to end up like people like this. You got to watch your back. Eyes all over. Out, people. Be safe.